Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant IB back again. And here we go again, another further decline of the black community. But this will make the Afro community strong. And remember, there aren't as many men that want to live righteously, or let's just say the population has been brainwashed to the point where we seem to have a push for more men to be unrighteous than righteous. All right. And the people pushing this narrative are these, well, are, how do they say it? War of the Roses, the enemy that sleeps with you. All right. But these enemies aren't sleeping with us at all. All right. And so basically, because Kamala Harris don't, I mean, not Kamala Harris, but she don't run crap except what Caucasians tell her to run. But Symone Sanders don't run nothing. All right. So, well, there that is. All right. I don't know who she thought she was. Oh, yeah, she's the puppet of the Democrats. Same like Kamala Harris. But why was she so upset? What did Uncle Luke say about Kamala Harris that was so bad? Well, one, he said what the truth was. But what is it that these BAFs hate most is researched truth. In other words, when he came up with it, he wasn't giving an opinion. He was giving what he projected an outcome would be based on someone's record. Okay, I guess you could say that is a reasoned opinion. So he wasn't giving a unreasoned opinion. He was giving what he thought would happen if, for the first time, Afro men start paying attention to who they were putting over them and stop drinking the Caucasian Kool-Aid. And even Caucasians need to stop drinking that Kool-Aid that the establishment is giving them. So we're going to get into why what Uncle Luke said was so bad. And no one really went and looked at the article. I looked at what some people were saying and stuff. They were more angry at Symone Sanders than concerned about what Uncle Luke actually pointed out. So it was the Miami Times, Miami New Times. So we're going to look into the article from the Miami New Times, and you'll see the link in the description box. But first, let me greet everybody real quick. Havorden hardugudag ola oi to the bang, fasis los, bonjour mes amis, keru bawani konnichiwa, ni hao ni ama, sani bonani jambo, habaragani, assalamu alaikum, and shalom. And if you can, down there to the right, click the thumbs up button now. Now that you hear me speak, and let me pause for a second. All right, that should be long enough for people. It's really important if you like the content that this channel presents. All right, so the thumbs up button, and let's not forget that on any person's content that you like. Many people I go to, I thumbs up their videos. All right, almost everybody I go to that I kind of listen to. All right, if they're a brother or if I think they're a sister, and I'm not sure about some women whether they're sisters or not. All right, I'm not sure a sister is a sister till I meet them in person. Let's just be real. All right, and see what they're like, and then I will decide from them how much help I give them based on what I learned. If I give them any help at all, because they might turn out not to be a sister. A person that's not a sister that won't want to meet you for fear that you will find out that they care nothing of you. They're just trying to use you. Understand this, brothers. All right, so let's break this down. All right. Now, as I stated, let's get those thumbs up. My PayPal me link will be in the description box. But let me remind you, like, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, click the bell and get those thumbs up, y'all. We need to do this. And don't donate to me if you can't afford to. All right, I know some of y'all, when I talk to y'all on phone, man, I would like to do this. No, then don't. If your situation don't provide for that, trust me, my rent is paid, my bills are paid, and you should think that way too. Before I even got on this endeavor, I knew where my money was going to come from, and I knew it wasn't going to come from Google, YouTube. Understand this? So that's why I start doing what I do. All right, because I knew that I would be able to afford to give to these children. All right, your situation may not be the same. You might have to get off from under some things. You need to get off from under them things first, get your finances right, and then if you want to help out through giving, then do that. But you can help out by getting them thumbs up, though. That's for dang sure. So let's get them thumbs up. All right. For me, that's just as important. All right. So let's get on with Luther Campbell. All right. He wrote this February 5th. All right. This is in the Miami New Times. All right. So I'll put the link in the description box. So the reason why these black women that's been appointed by these political people are so upset is what he said will make Kamala Harris dead in the water. All right. So if she can't depend on the votes of the Afro men, and more so than that, you got a bunch of us that's going to be talking about this and making her record clear, because we want to see who the simps are that would put such a woman in that. I mean, I don't think she'll win, but would want to give such power to a woman that don't give a F about an Afro male. That's what her record says. And this brother went and researched it before he wrote his column. Now, let me give you some background on Uncle Luke, why he's so significant. Uncle Luke is more significant than his music. What he did was he challenged the Bushes in the Supreme Court for the right to do his music any kind of way. Freedom of speech. All right, this man learned the process, and he put his money in, and he went up and beat the government. Well, at this time, the Bushes. All right, for the right to put out any kind of music he deemed fit. Period. It is not his job to watch no one's child. They tried to shut him down. He shut them up. So, with that said, when he has something to say, you better know he researched it, because he probably researched and understood the path to winning that Supreme Court argument. Well, let's look at what happened. He says this: Kamala Harris will have trouble persuading black voters to make her president in 2020. 2020. First, the U.S. Senator from California must explain why Donald Trump has a better prison reform record than she had in the Golden State Attorneys General. Than she had as the Golden State Attorney General. Oh, look at that. So, Trump has been, I've been saying this, Trump has been better for the Afro male already than the Democrats. When you talk about prison reform, and regardless of why he did it, see, people are looking at, oh, but he a racist, this, that, and the other, but they're not looking at what he's actually doing that is helping the community. For the first time, a president is actually helping the community, whether he intended to or not. And by community, I'm talking about the Afro men and the men that would be able to raise their children, because it's clear to us that the black woman cares nothing of the community or the children in her care. They're a check. All right, we understand this now. They're a check, and the man, the Afro man, is nothing but a means to an end, to the end for her, or means to an end for her. Okay. Now, he goes on to say, then she'll have to overcome the perception. She'll do anything to climb to the top. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. So now when you see that, you're wondering, what else does he know? Okay, on the street, and I know this too about her too. All right, on the street, many blue-collar African Americans, especially men, have already made up their minds not to vote for her. Between 2004 and 2016, when Harris worked as San Francisco's district attorney, that means her job was to put Afro men, whether innocent or guilty, behind bars. She didn't care. And she decided to go for African men is because even though she knows they're guilty, innocent, if they can prove a case, if they could win the case. So this is what district attorney cares about. They don't care about justice. They care about winning, especially if they're searching for political office, understanding that mostly they have to curry the votes of white people. Then she could tell that she's been putting Afro men behind bars. Let me have your vote. And although California may make you think that they are progressive, they are not. If they're democratic, they've never been progressive when it comes to Afro rights. Remember, it's the Democratic platform that took all the things that the Afro people fought for and gave it to the LGBT, the Hispanics. As a matter of fact, they gave it to everybody but the Afro people that fought for them. Oh, and top on that list, 78% of the benefit goes to white women. The next go to the Hispanics. You know where black people fit in on the benefits? 0.01% of those benefits that they marched, got bitten by dogs for, fire hose for, along with people like Bernie Sanders, who black people didn't vote for either. Think about that. The man that actually marched got thrown in jail repeatedly, drugged and thrown in jail. All right, so not only did he march, he was going to jail for the rights of quote unquote, let's say Afro people to have fair housing. You know what they did? They voted for Hillary. Okay, let's continue. All right, as San Francisco's district attorney and state's attorney general, she supported legislation that sent kids who skip school to jail. The woman put kids who skip school in jail. She wanted kids that skip school to go to jail. So she supported that legislation. And she opposed federal supervision of California's prison after a U.S. Supreme Court ruling declared the overcrowded facilities inflicted cruel and unusual punishment on inmates. Whoa, well, there go. That's how much. That shows you how she feel about Afro people. Oh, so now this woman that think that we need her permission to think, right? She better not get caught in the streets, because she wouldn't be able to run from nobody. I'm just saying. All right. Because these dudes that's coming up now, they ain't playing with this. They see the poison that the black women have done. And a lot of these thug-minded dudes, they ain't playing no more. They figure, what else do they have to lose? The black woman has done so much damage that she pushed the community into, they can't lose anything further. So those dudes might warm them for real, and she won't be able to run. I'm just saying. So as we get into this, when she appealed a court order to implement new parole programs, Harris cited the need to use prisoners as slave labor to fight wildfires and pick up highway trash. Let me read that again. When Kamala Harris, appealed a court order, she appealed it to implement new parole programs. Harris cited the need to use prisoners as slave labor to fight wildfires and pick up highway trash. Now, the reason why she can cite this, because this is a part of the 13th Amendment. They abolished slavery except if they could make you a prisoner and then you could do slave labor. That means work without being paid or have any other benefits. That's why they put so many more black men in jail, Afro men in jail, than any other population, to keep slavery alive. That's why the prison system is now privately owned, because prison system is the new plantation. Okay? Through black voters, okay, though black voters want politicians who will put away thugs and killers terrorizing the neighborhoods, they don't support those who deny defendants rehabilitation and send them to prison for crimes they didn't commit, to line private prison companies' pockets. Whoa. Oh, yeah. So Symone is really mad at this because she's one of those ones that loves to see injustice done upon Afro men. Harris rose to prominence in California after an affair with married but separated former San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown. And this is on record. This is what I knew. Okay, we'll do anything to get to the top. So she had an affair, all right, and she slept her way to the top. That's what this is implying. When you have intercourse, quid pro quo, as they call it, when you sleep with somebody to get a position, or you sleep with somebody and they give you a position, okay, so you got what it looked like, all right. It isn't what it looked like. Well, this is what it looks like to a bunch of people who really recently wrote a column that mentioned their relationship. Brown said he influenced Harris' career by appointing her to 2 state commissions when he was California's Assembly Speaker. He also helped her in her first race for San Francisco District Attorney. So she used him. Oh, wow. You know what? I don't think Luke is done yet. Oh, yeah, he's not done. This is her husband. This is her white man husband. When Harris, whose mother is from India and father is from Jamaica, decided it was time to take her talents to Washington, D.C., she married Douglas Emhoff, a rich white lawyer, for better or worse. Well, excuse me. Let me pause. For better or worse, black men don't want to vote for a black woman who married a white man or was the mistress of a powerful black man. Woo! So she might get the black female vote, but either way, it's going to be split. So for better or worse, black men don't want to vote for a black woman who married a white man or was the mistress of a powerful black man. Okay? So here we go. Like everyone else, black voters want help from one of their own. The Bushes made sure the people got oil money. Bill Clinton let the telecommunications industry gobble up small radio and TV stations. And Donald Trump is looking out for his developer buddies through a tax cut and opportunity zones that gentrify minority neighborhoods. Meanwhile, Harris had let black people know they can't count on her. Period. And you can't, because she's not for us. Ooh, and this dude eloquently pointed that out. Oh, and he put it in the newspaper in Miami. You know what Miami has? It has a bunch of black folks who's been under the duress of police and other people that's been shooting them. Ooh, wow. Unbelievable how eloquent he pointed all this stuff out in the newspaper. This is why Miss Symone is so upset. All right. Now, this is what Symone D. Sanders said. She's tired of black men offering up their unsolicited opinions. Well, most of what he said was fact that he gave. The only opinion he gave is that black men wouldn't vote for him. But that's likely a flat fact too once they hear all the data. It's because the simps that vote for her are going to be looked at as simps. Unsolicited opinions. All right, but she gives hers all the time anyway, so who cares what she thinks? California Senator Kamala Harris, and now folks, and now folks are tired of her. Okay, all right. So people, she's tired of black men offering their opinion of California Kamala Harris, and now folks are tired of her. Sanders, 29, voiced her. She's only 29. I thought she was much older the way she looked. All right. Voiced her frustrations on Twitter this week after 90s rapper and entertainer Uncle Luke of 2 Live Crew fame penned an open op-ed criticizing Harris' prison reform record as San Francisco's district attorney and state's attorney general. Luke, whose real name is Luther Campbell, argued Harris would be hard-pressed, and truthfully so, to find many blue-collar blacks, especially men, who would be willing to vote for her in the upcoming 2020 presidential election. Harris might as well bow out now, because he so eloquently pointed that out. All right? So, yeah, people are really now tired of it. We're wondering when CNN is going to be tired of Symone D. Sanders. All right? So, all this stuff where you want to be seen, she wants to be seen, all right, she wants to be feisty. I wonder how many more shows she's going to be on now. All right, look like that's going to be a done deal. Um, the only thing she's running now is her mouth. She probably need to close her mouth and start running the treadmill. I don't know, that's just me. All right, because she's going to need to be energetic because she has upset a whole lot of black men, and when they hear about what Kamala Harris, Kamala Harris represents, then her and her supporters is going to get the side eye from a whole bunch of people in the Afro community, just not the black women. Ooh, that division. Oh, guess what? So there is no power left in the Afro community, which means the black women took it from the black men, but now the black women don't have it either. But guess what? Secretly, the Afro men never lost their power. All they had to do was separate to keep it. And once we wised up, we're able to keep our money and our power that we have over our own house if it's just us in it. Ooh, hard lesson for these women to learn. All right. So, ooh, look like both of them about to hit that wall. One's going to hit a political wall, and one's going to hit a speaking engagement wall. Either way, they're going to hit the wall. And she will have simps vote for them, but you know the ignorant simps are going to hit the wall right along with them. Y'all know what time it is. With that said, I'm out.